Welcome back to another video, you lovely souls. Always believe that great things are headed your way. All you gotta do is believe it. Check this out. I got some spot on signs for you lovely souls who clicked on this video today. Were you the scapegoat? Were you the black sheep? Did you never fit in with your family? Or should I say, did you always stand out? I got some signs for you today that you were unique and different from your family. And the reason why I'm making this video is because many people are waking up. And many people are starting to realize that their family is not quite like them. You may have had two parents that were like this, or whoever raised you, grandma, grandpa, could have been anyone. But if it was it could have been two parents that were like this, or you could have had one parent. I had one parent that was pretty narcissistic, very much badly. That's why I became very messed up along my path. And my other parent, thank God, was an angel. And I was so grateful to have him as a father because he was an angel in my life. And I could see why God gave me him as an angel, because my other parent, oh my gosh, it was like living in hell. And many of you can deeply understand on what I'm speaking about today. And I'm able to speak about this. I've made peace with it and I've healed it. And so will you if you have not yet. Because you were built different, unique for a reason. You ain't supposed to be like them because you got a unique mission on this planet. So stay tuned into this video as I go into some spot on signs that you are the unique one. Very different from your family and probably even your friends. You know, to them and others, you seem strange and weird and different. And you were never aligned with your family values. You may have played a role or both roles as the caretaker and the rebel. As a child, you struggled with not as a child, but when you got older or maybe as a teenager, you started to struggle with addiction in your life to numb yourself, to numb the pain, or to escape reality. You always felt alone. And it always felt like no one gets you. No one thinks like you. Not even your own family. I used to ask, why am I so different from you guys? Not only did I even look different from them, besides I looked like my father, the angel. I didn't look like them. I didn't think like them. Nothing. I was very headstrong. I was very strong as a child, stronger than my mother. And I think that triggered her a bit. But I used to wonder why everything got thrown at me. And my siblings, they got away with it. They got, their little share, but not like me. Even one time, one of my siblings told me, like, I think mama hates you. Like, you always get in trouble for everything. You get blamed for everything. And that hurt me because she was right. She told me the right thing. That's exactly what I saw. And I grew up really, honestly, hating my mother because I didn't understand why she would treat me the way that she did. And I feel that I'm able to speak this truth out there to you souls who may have experienced this and you are finding and wondering who you are. Because if people want you to talk better about them, then they should have did better. And it's no blame or shame or none of that. It's just the truth. It's my truth, my story that I'm willing to share here with you guys today. Because maybe you went through the same thing and you didn't understand why you were treated this way. You didn't understand why you wasn't quite like your family. You probably didn't even look like them. You probably didn't even walk like them, talk like them. Why? What made you so different than them? Why didn't they see things your way? You were the scapegoat, blamed for most of your family's problems. You were known as the problem child or the troublemaker. Even you might even got in trouble at school. The same stuff might even carried on to your school, which made you truly believe that this was you, a troublemaker, a problem child. It was a challenge for you, an everyday challenge. Most kids was probably living life, smiling, having fun, but you weren't. You weren't living like that. You was just struggling to get through every day because you just felt like you didn't belong nowhere. Your family and friends avoided their internal pain and disappointments and struggles. And instead of looking at what they were experiencing within themselves, they pointed the finger at you. Your parents were probably most strict with you, and you probably saw your siblings get away with a lot, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. And I used to wonder, why me? Why me? And I couldn't wait till I got older so I could get away, because it got bad. It got real bad, but you see, I ain't gonna go into all that. You feel me? I made peace with that. I healed, and I love my parents no matter what, and I thank them, because I thank God I'm not like them. I thank God. Like, I got a lot of great qualities from my father, the angel, who taught me a lot. Who taught me, like, it's like he was prepping me, getting me ready for where I am today. And I was blessed for him. And when I lost him, it wasn't easy for me. But I'm grateful to have had him, because maybe without him, this could have turned out a bit worse for me. But you got blamed for everything, And you watch your siblings, if you had siblings, just get away with everything. You felt like you weren't supported. You felt abandoned. When you made mistakes, or mistakes, oh man, that shit was blown out of proportion. It's like all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose when you made a mistake. It was blown out of proportion, and your punishments was probably horrible. Horrible punishments that you knew you didn't deserve it. Some of you felt like you might have thought you deserved it because you didn't understand, because you were just an innocent child. Me, it made me stronger. The punishments made me stronger. It made me madder. It got so bad that when I would get a whooping, I ain't even feel it no more. No matter what it came with, how it was done, I ain't even feel it no more, because I had refused to cry. And I grew up not knowing how to shed a tear. I didn't even know how to feel. I was emotionally messed up because I had to build this strength just to get through my childhood. We don't look like what we've been through. That's real talk. And you know what? It sounds what it sounds like. But it's a beautiful thing when you turn it all around. I feel like it all happened the way it's supposed to. Even though sometimes we don't even understand why we go through what we go through until time. And then we got to heal. Time heals all wounds. That's real talk. You knew you didn't fit in with them at all. You probably, when you got around some of your cousins, you might have had one favorite cousin, or you might have had none. It just felt like you didn't fit in with anyone. I used to always just go outside in nature. Like, I didn't even want to develop any strong connections. You probably didn't even want to develop any strong connections with your family because you did not even fit in with them. So I avoided even trying to connect with them at all. I never connected with them. I'm one of those rare souls out there who never saw family the way everyone else saw it. And I thought something was wrong with me. Why don't I see family the way everybody else see it? Why don't my family do why don't my family do what everybody else family do? Like, I used to wish that my mother would be there for me like I saw other kids' mothers was there for them, but it never worked like that for me. So everybody else was clingy, emotionally attached to their family, but I never was. And I used to think, I grew up thought that was something was wrong with me. And I got pregnant young and created my own family and trying to create like that void I felt inside of me. I tried to create that life that I was missing as a child and give it to my kids. So you probably just knew you didn't fit in with them. You're like, you know what? I ain't even trying to connect with them at all, man. Real talk. You were mocked and made fun of constantly. At home, maybe even at school, even by some of your friends. Your family made you feel like you wasn't good enough. No matter what you did, you could never do it good enough. You just wasn't good enough. Nobody saw your good, but they easily saw when you made a mistake or did something wrong, which is what made this challenging for you today. When you make a mistake, it's like it's hard to make space for that, because it's like you still can probably feel that same feeling like when you made a mistake. Like, oh my God, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Because you got yelled at. You got, you know what I'm saying? The word coming to me like you got yelled at, you got mocked and made fun of. I mean, so you grew up not feeling good enough. I mean, damn, like if your own family make you feel this way, I mean, if you're not getting what you think you're supposed to get from a family, of course you're not going to feel good enough. Like, what did I do to not be good enough for this family? What can I do? Everything I do never makes this person happy. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't make this person happy. You probably found a way to become a people pleaser just so you can have some peace. Probably started to people please just for peace. And that right there was grew up with another problem that you had to heal or work on. I mean, I'm talking that truth right now. These are signs that you spot on signs that you are unique and different from your family. You never fit in. You did not stand out. You know, they always act like you was lacking and having sense. You ain't got no sense. You just can't do nothing right. When you start to get stronger and become more confident and a bit happy in your life, boy, you got struck down. Your family intentionally tried to bring you down or convince you you're not getting no better. You ain't gonna never get better. It's like at that time when you was actually building up some momentum in yourself. Oh, you ain't gonna never be shit. You ain't getting no better. Oh, you always doing stuff just it's like just to intentionally bring you down, and it probably worked because you were young. And some of you could even still been grown and notice some of these signs. It probably been going on since your childhood if you're still in contact with your family and you the unique one. And you know, much love and light and blessings to all of you who were able to get your family started to change within themselves just to be a part of your life, man. Because I think that is so rare. But if you got that, I'm so happy for you. But those of us who didn't, I'm still happy for you as well, baby. Real talk, because you know what? Everything is happening for a reason. All that happened for me. Yeah, it hurt for a long time. And I had a dark path I was walking on for a long time. But you know what? When I was able to heal that and make peace with it, I was grateful for it because I realized if it wasn't for me living like that, I wouldn't know what I know now. I'm not supposed to be like them. I was made different for a reason. That's probably what makes you the chosen one. The light worker, the star seed, baby. You are different and unique for a reason. You probably developed mental, not a doctor, disclaimer. You probably developed mental or emotion desires like depression, anxiety, overeating, mood swings, can't think straight. That was me. It's all because of being the scapegoat, getting everything pushed on you, being blamed, all the things I'm naming right here in this video today. You probably developed this. Your family never tried to get to know you for who you really were. They never tried to connect in with who you really were. Thank God again for the angel I had as a parent. Because I tell you, God knows what God is doing. That's real talk. And you used to wonder, like, that's probably why a lot of us grew up like looking for this sense of self identity, because nobody ever tried to really get to know who we were, not even our own family. So that didn't help at all. And then we grew up not knowing who we really were either, besides the B word, the H word, if you got talked to like that, or no good, or whatever bad you got talked to. So you grew up thinking that, well, that's who I am. Or you grew up looking around like, who am I? And then society gives you all these labels, and then you take it in and you believe it and you become this person that you never was. That's what really be happening, y'all. That's why it's important for me to make this video for you lovely souls today out there. You did never fit in. You stood out for a reason. You were the unique one in your family. And this is very important. So if you like this video right now, hit that like button. If you find the messages here, you resonating with this message, hit that like button, baby, and share this video, because this video needs to get out there. So I appreciate you hitting that like button so we can get this video out to more lovely souls like yourself who are looking for this message. This message needs to get out there. Many people are waking up and they're still struggling with some of these things and struggling with figuring out who they are, and don't understand, like, they're probably still around their families, and they probably being guided right now at this time to move away from certain people in their families, and they don't know how. And this may be still destroying them to this day. Or maybe you needed confirmation and deep insight that this is who you are, to help put something in you that you needed today. So thank you for hitting that like button. I greatly appreciate you. It's crazy how you grow up like this, and no wonder why you might have felt like, is this life? Like, I was just puzzled, like totally confused my whole life, because I just didn't get it, because of course I didn't know no other thing to do but compare my life to others. Everybody else's life seemed happy and they feel like kid. I never felt like a kid. They feel like they were just enjoying life. Seeing some of their parents, not everybody, but majority of people that I saw seemed to have noticed, because maybe that's what I was looking for. I saw them like having things that I wished I had parents that seemed like they cared, and I just used to make me feel sad and down. It made me feel like I was a bad person because I didn't have that. You were probably criticized and manipulated and ignored, emotionally manipulated if you rebelled in any way. I was definitely criticized, even from the color of my skin, from my own mother, and being the darkest one in my family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that right there made me wonder, like, did the stork drop me off at the front door? I used to ask, because I don't feel like them. You know, I asked my dad once, like, do I belong in this family? He just laughed, because I never felt like I belonged. I never felt like that was a family. I never even knew what that felt like. So if you were you probably were emotionally manipulated if you rebelled in any way. Any little way you got in trouble, man. The emotional manipulation got real on you. You were rejected, outcasted, disowned from birth. You know, I've even met people that I work with who said their own family, like, their own mother said, I wish you weren't born. I wish you weren't here. And if that was you who listening to this and you were told that, I want you to know the universe wanted you to be here. And to each and every one of you who resonate with this type of lifestyle, you were built like this for a reason, because you have a greater purpose. You're not supposed to follow behind your family values and do what they do and believe what they believe, because you came here to break the curse. You came here to start up a whole new way of life. That's why you're different and unique. And your path was designed for you. And you just got to do the work and do the healing and stay on the path of self-discovery. And you'll see it more better when you enter the light, that it was all designed to work in your favor. I don't regret any of it. I'm grateful for it all, because if it wasn't the way that it was, I wouldn't be who I am today. And you guys are powerful souls, strong beyond measure. You're very strong. Even though this made you feel weak, you're a very strong person, and everything is happening for a reason. It all happened for a reason. It was no mistake. So I had to drop this video for you lovely souls out there. We got many people waking up, confirmation, all type of different reasons how this video can resonate with you. And I'm so grateful for this beautiful community that I've created, because when we grow up in families like this that don't feel like family, it really blows my mind still to this day how I can meet strangers who feel like family, who feel like I've known them my whole entire life, who can say things that feel like they, like, in a way, like, it feel like it relates to me. It feels like they know me. To be like, feel like, to meet people who feel like we've experienced some of the similarities in life, and that to understand each other the way that no one has ever understood you. So I'm so grateful for this lovely community that we have created. You guys keep the positive love flowing through it. I'm grateful for each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel. If you have not, consider tapping into the full awareness, love, and light by hitting that subscribe button and that bell, so you get all my newest videos that I drop, baby. And join the Pure Clarity Mindset family. On this channel, I'm here spreading awareness, love, and light. We getting our mind right. We a real family up in here. That's real talk. You guys feel like the family I've never had before. And you see, and at the end of the day, that's why it's important for you to be authentically you and stand in your power and turn your light on and shine bright, baby, because you will attract in your family, your soul family, baby, because your vibe is your tribe. You feel me? So at the end of the day, you might have went through this, but something beautiful is coming out of it. I'm seeing like a flower blooming and blossoming. You feel me? Everything serves its purpose and is done the way that it should be done. I love each and every one of you. If you experienced this and you are going through this now, you can just do the work, do the healing, and I promise you the light gonna shine brighter in time. Keep taking care of yourself, baby. You were unique. You are unique. You are rare. You are far from normal. And you were born like this for a reason. You have a greater purpose. You actually were blessed because you were not like them for a reason. I love you guys, man. Y'all keep taking care of yourself. And come back to see me, baby. Miss Kelly Travel Spirit, she's checking out. Peace, love, and light to all of you. Much love to you guys. That's real talk.